No, that's no good. I have to think of something else. I think I'm going to have to go down the weed hatch and have a play with it from the weed hatch. I might try and shove it in reverse and see if that'll clear it a little bit maybe, but give it a good thrashing in reverse. Right, so we've been here just down from the Shady Oak for a couple of days. It's been really nice. I'll put the what 3-word location down below if I remember. If not, you won't get to see it, but you know where the Shady Oak is, and if you don't, I'm sure you can Google it. Right, so we've cast off and we're slowly drifting backwards with the wind. So let's head off towards Chester. I think we're going to try and stop somewhere near the Cheshire Cat tonight if possible, and then go for a wander around Chester in the next day or two. So, right, stand by. This is the very nice Shady Oak. That's the first time since last year we've passed a wide beam on the canal. They seem very strange. When you're so used to seeing narrowboats, wide beams seem very big. Thank you. See the Rosen group planter down here as well, or up here, doing work to the side of the canal. Bridge number 111. And just to show you that she is out of bed and up and doing stuff.
Pardon?
I was just showing the viewers that you're out of bed now and doing stuff. Not that she was in bed anyway. I'd got her down there doing work. I told her, you're not coming out here and hoi polloying it unless you've done your chores. Tell them I'm wrong.
You're wrong. You're very wrong.
You was doing chores though.
You'll starve this evening now for that. You can
Was
go
you or
stand
was
in the corner, face the wall,
with my dunce's hat on.
Don't speak to me all evening.
Was you or was you not down there doing your chores?
My chores?
Do you see me doing them?
No.
Well then they're your chores, obviously.
I think we should make a list.
Yeah.
You've heard of these blue and pink chores? I think that's wrong.
I've never heard of that before, blue and pink chores.
Yeah.
But then again, I do all the bits and bobs to the engine, like greasing your flange and sucking yourself off and stuff. Well, I do all that.
You've got to suck yourself off.
You got
do it.
at the back of the boat where the water comes in. It gets. I like to get rid of all the water every night after cruising. Any little drips, so I suck it off with a vacuum cleaner, obviously. I don't drink it 'cause it's canal water. We waved the day boat through because we're only slow and they want to go quickly. He's got one pin in. Is this got name on a ring, do you think? No, it's a pin. Okay, alright. We're pinning in the whole thing. Yeah, we're pinning in it. We're in Narrowboat Trust.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Yeah. Well, we've got a ring at the back. think here will do for the night, I think. Cheshire Cat. So I think we're going to stop here for one night and then run down into Chester tomorrow morning, I think, or sometime tomorrow, whenever. There's no particular rush, is there? So we stopped the night at the Cheshire Cat. Yvonne's just walking the dogs now, so we'll walk down to the first lock. It's only just down the road, or down the canal. Yeah, it was a nice quiet night here at the Cheshire Cat. It was not noisy at all. Really enjoyed it. It was very good. I don't think mooring in the city centre will be quiet, but we'll see what happens. So I think what we're going to do is spend a couple of days in Chester, run up to Ellesmere. Charlie's been a lazy boy this morning, look at him. Slowly ambling along next to the boat. He doesn't want to walk at all. So the next lock is just round the corner. It's only a minute or so's walk away. This main road here, that's the A55, that's the main route to the ferry at North Wales. And I've spanked along that road in a truck quite a few times to catch the ferry because I've been running late. I used to come absolutely howling round here in a truck, but you know, that's days gone by. I wouldn't rush these days. I'd miss the ferry and catch the next one if I was doing it now. But when you're young and stupid. So anyway, we'll give it half an hour. It should be full by then, I'd have thought. You okay walking to the next lot? Alright, I'll see you down there. I'll go and start filling it. Alright. On the edge.
Ooh.
Don't just do it from there, wait until it's a bit closer.
There you go, come on. That lady's just said it's pretty empty up just past the shopping moorings at Waitrose.
Okay, that's good then.
There's quite a few moorings there. And it's empty.
Well, that's where we were aiming for, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. That's alright then, isn't it?
They're going down the middle witch branch.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Okay. Up the middle of which branch?
Down,
up,
up,
down,
down.
up, down. Okay.
Down.
Well, that takes you back to the Trenton Mersey, doesn't it? Yeah. very beautiful lensman's house or hut. Another boat coming out of this lock, which is ideal, so it means we don't have to set it, so fantastic. As soon as they're out, we'll go straight in. Two bollards. Chester. That camera's on the piss, isn't it? You on the angle? I'm going to come hard over in a minute, so I'm going to push in the canal.
Get out your way first.
What are these locks ahead called next then? What are they called? What's the name?
I don't know.
Okay. Did not tell you on there? Oh, it just says Northgate.
Yeah, Northgate locks, aren't they?
So they are Northgate.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's smash our way through the bush. Why are you looking pissed up tonight? What have you done? Why are you broken? You on the beer last night?
Been banging it around.
Unless you missed it. See the rope marks in the wall there in the sandstone where the ropes would have pulled the boats through. Yvonne's just said the boat coming up's on the same side as me, so I'm going to move over. Goes right the way back. There's Narrowboat Adderley and Diva Aqueduct, and also a couple of squirrels running across the top of the banister. Oh dear. Looks like there's a bit of a blockage across the canal, but let's see if we can bosh our way through it. I think it's actually going under the boat. Little narrowboat hiding in the bushes called Ghost. So that's the M53 motorway in front of us. Been over that a few times. And then directly past that there's the M56 motorway as well. Oh yeah, you're right, are you? And there you have the M56. We've had loads of this floating penny walk. Is that what you called it? Floating penny walk? Yeah, floating penny walk. We've had to put it in reverse a couple of times to drag it back off the prop because we've had loads wrapped around the prop. It's everywhere down this part of the canal. Absolutely everywhere. It's you can see it's all wrapped around the rudder, look. I think we'll be stopping in a second and having a go at clearing that, I think.
No, that's no good. I have to think of something else. I think I'm going to have to go down the weed hatch and have a play with it from the weed hatch. I might try and shove it in reverse and see if that'll clear it a little bit maybe, but give it a good thrashing in reverse. Very dirty wash. We'll go a bit further while we still can, and then I'm going to stop in a minute and get my hand down the weed hatch and try and clear it. So we have a mass of weed in front and it's quite wide and quite long, so I've sped up. I'm going to hit it and then drop into neutral and try and cruise through it once I start getting the weed near the prop. See what happens, see how far I get. Right, we're in neutral now. Well, we made it through in neutral. Well, most of the way through anyway, we're still going. Virtually out the other side now. There is some wrap round the rudder I can see, but not as bad as it was. I'm not sure if there's any round the prop yet, but we'll find out in a minute. That doesn't look too bad actually. This is our final passing under the M53. We're almost at Ellesmere Port Basin now. You just said it. It's very windy out today. Very windy out today. What are you doing? Yeah.
Flaps are open.
Why? Not my flaps open.
Don't touch my flaps. Just get on your own side. Touch your own flaps.
They're all my flaps.
Hmm.
Even the ones you think are yours are mine. Chester.
Got flaps in Chester.
Got flaps in Chester. We had a good time in Chester actually. We started at the Shady, didn't we?
Nice.
Yeah, nice pub, the Shady. Really enjoyed it. Did we eat there? I think we did, didn't we?
Oh yes, because I said I'm not cooking after all them locks.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, so we did go to the Shady and have something to eat. That was really nice actually.
Very nice.
Can't remember what we had though.
I had scallops.
You had scallop. What did I have?
We had fish and chips.
Oh, fish and chips. There you go. Yeah, the beer there is nice as well. I like the beer. They had. I can't remember what it was on now. It wasn't the Red Leicester. The Red Lancaster. That was somewhere else. Anyway, I did like the Shady. It was good.
Mm.
And then we moved down all them locks, all the other locks in. We didn't actually. We did a couple of locks and then stopped at The Cheshire Cat.
Cheshire Cat.
Now, I wasn't impressed with the Cheshire Cat. We didn't eat there.
Didn't need to.
Nice enough pub, but I just wasn't impressed. It's a bit, you know, I don't know. How would you describe it? Bit up their own arse, you know.
I don't know. It's just full of people
There was
celebrating something.
Yeah, there was a very foul-mouthed young chap there on the phone.
Loud.
That we weren't just on the phone; he was on speakerphone.
Oh, he's on video call.
Or video call was it? And then he felt the need that he had to shout down his phone, and it was F this, F that, and F this, F that, and you're like, really? You know, in public when there's 40 or 50 people stood round, and you're effing this and down the phone, and it sounded like he was talking to one of his kids, didn't it, as well?
From what I could see on the screen,
yeah, the impression
yes,
I got, it was one of his kids. It was a young child anyway. He was a young girl, was it? I don't know.
Not even teenage.
No, but anyway, it was, you know, it weren't. It didn't impress
make for a nice visit.
No, it didn't. It didn't. So anyway,
but other than that,
no, other than that, the beer was okay. It was all right.
it was
wasn't
a
anything
nice
special.
night,
It was
quiet.
all right. Yeah. A nice mooring though.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
quiet.
outside the Cheshire Cat it was a lovely quiet mooring. Really enjoyed it.
We did a nice walk into. We walked into the village.
Yeah.
Christleton.
Yeah, Christleton.
I kept thinking it was called.
Yeah, and we
Christendom.
stopped at Ring of Bells. Now that was a nice pub. I really enjoyed the Ring of Bells.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
weird's that? Same area, same sort of clientele, but the Ring of Bells just had a nicer air about it. I don't know what it was, you know. And there was a group of young girls in the booth behind us. They were quite noisy, but they weren't.
They weren't foul mouthed.
They weren't foul mouthed. No, they were celebrating.
Were happy
Yeah.
ladies.
Yeah. So, and then the
Nice
next
pub.
morning we moved on. We went down into Chester, didn't we?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we sort of hummed and ahed in the morning, didn't we? Because it was pouring with rain first thing in the
Weather
morning.
was a bit crap.
And then it cleared, and then we were like, and then it started raining again, so we were like, no, we can stay here. And then by about 11 o'clock,
Yeah, we just decided to
I
move.
think
didn't
it
we?
was like,
Yeah, we just
it's
moved.
grey, let's move.
Yeah.
And then, of course, by the first,
Yeah,
second
we
lock,
stopped in front of the water, and then by the second lock it started raining.
it was drizzly.
And then it rained for an hour or so, and then it stopped, and it was okay then. It weren't too bad. It was a little bit drizzly at times, but it weren't too bad.
Yeah, the drizzle was just
Yeah,
relentless. It
yeah.
was, and the locks were hard.
Yes, yeah.
They
Well, I
were
wouldn't know.
hard.
I was on the boat. You won't let me do the locks. You always insist on doing them
You
yourself.
could get off the boat if you wanted.
I'm not sure that's how it works. I drive the boat, you do the locks. No, if you wanted to drive the boat, I'd happily
No.
do all the locks.
No,
See, there you go. See, it doesn't happen.
it goes bang when I drive.
It does go bang. It goes bang when I drive the boat. So, yeah. And then we stopped a couple of days in Chester. Had a really enjoyed Chester, didn't we?
We stopped right
Yeah.
outside that pub, the
Yeah.
Harkers.
Can't
No.
remember what it was called now.
The old.
It's the pub that's just down from Waitrose anyway. The moorings that
Yeah.
are right there.
We actually moored outside the Indian Takeaway
Yeah.
the first night.
And a nice lady told us to move because it'd be really. She'd moored her boat there, and it was really noisy, the fan. So we moved in front of the pub. And although it was noisy when the people
The fan
were there,
was a bit noisy.
Yeah.
Cooking fan. Right out
an
onto-
extractor fan, yeah,
it
an
was.
extractor
It was
fan,
big
yeah.
and it was.
yeah,
It sounded like a truck,
yeah, it did a bit, yeah.
but actually it
Yeah.
didn't bother us much. And
No.
you bought a takeaway
I did.
for us.
Takeaway from there was very nice.
Very nice. Yeah.
And we had a tour around Chester on the tour bus
Went
as well,
on the
didn't we?
red
On the
bus.
open, the red bus, you know.
Charlie
So-
enjoyed it.
He did, yeah. He had his head stuck out. Sat on your lap with his head stuck out the top, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we came. Well, we walked to the whole wall, didn't we? We walked virtually the whole wall of Chester.
walked the
It was really
wall,
good.
Had a wander around the town.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a great
Went
time.
into a couple of pubs.
Yeah.
A couple of them were a bit.
Yeah. Some of the pubs.
Yeah.
Chester's a lovely town, but some of the pubs leave a lot to be desired. Every other pub seems to be a Wetherspoons type pub. Now, I didn't see a Wetherspoons there, but they were very Wetherspoons type pubs, as in.
That's just not our thing, is it? That's
No,
not to say they
it's
have
not,
they have
but-
their place, but
Yeah,
we
but
don't.
It just seemed that a lot of pubs opened at 10 o'clock in the morning, and there was people in there drinking beer at 10 o'clock in the morning, and you think, you know, it's kind of Wetherspoons, you know, mentality and cheap beer, and I don't know.
That's your
So,
judgment,
'Tis my judgment, yes,
Yes.
it is.
not our
I
cup
might
of
be
tea.
becoming a bit of
You're a beer snob.
pub snob.
You're a beer snob. No, having said that, that one nice pub, the really old one, we went into.
I can't remember the name of it now.
Marlborough Arms, was it?
I can't remember.
Remember the tiny little one with the school benches?
Yeah.
It smelt of wee. It smelt like the man's urinals.
Nice beer though.
Well,
Yeah.
Anyhow.
You said it was a nice pub, and then you said it stunk of wheat. That don't make
It
sense.
looked like it. Well, it was a nice pub.
It's Chester.
Aesthetic.
All the pubs look nice in Chester until you go in.
Yeah.
They're all in old buildings. They
Anyway.
look good until you go in.
Not, you know.
So,
we did
but
the
one-
touristy thing.
In fact, the one I enjoyed the most was the one we moored outside of, just down from Waitrose. I thought that was brilliant. It was great. They've got benches outside. Yeah, they got good beer in there. They had a red Lancaster, fantastic beer. That red Lancaster, nice deep ruby red, beautiful tasting.
What does
really
it
enjoyed
say behind the bar? Baldy Bob said it.
Oh no, that was
this.
about a different beer. It said I can't remember what it was, but it said
It
but Baldy Dave's favourite beer. Can't go
what
wrong
were
with
the
that.
words that they used?
I
It was
don't know.
robust and
Robust and something else. I don't know, but
funny.
whoever Baldy Dave was, it was his favourite. It was favoured by Baldy Dave apparently. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we came out of Chester, did the staircase locks
Scary.
with lockies, which you were glad there were lockies
Oh, I
on.
did tell her.
Yeah.
I said, I'm so glad you're here. Yeah.
Going round
They're very
Chester.
deep.
Yeah, they are very deep. But going around the walls of Chester, you don't
10 metres.
realise.
You're going backwards now.
I
Not
am.
forward.
Yeah, because when you come round the walls of Chester in your boat, that whole channel was dug out of the rock. All the way around Chester, the whole channel was dug out of the rock when they built the canal. Unbelievable.
Well, there's lots
you can
of
still
other places
you can
that
still
they
see the
dug
chisel
rock.
marks, yeah, but not all the way around a walled city, you know. So I thought it was quite impressive.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then we came down to, after we left Chester, we came down to Ellesmere Port, which is where we are now, isn't it? Well, we're just outside
Yeah.
Ellesmere Port. We've
Well,
come
we've
for a
been
bit of
in.
silence. We've been in and we've come
We'll
back
come
out of
back
it.
out again.
As you run down into Ellesmere Port, there is a lot of that floating pennywort. That's what you called it, weren't it? Floating.
That's what Google Lens told me. It was.
floating pennywort. There was a lot of that in the canal.
Loads of it.
We stopped about 3 or 4 times to clear the prop, didn't we? It was,
And there's lots of moored boats as well. There's a long
long line of
line.
moored boats. Yeah,
And because of all the weed as well,
yeah.
it just felt like we were travelling for hours and hours and hours. It felt like a long
did.
journey. And if you are going down the staircase locks, make sure you fill up with water, you empty your bins,
And
you
your toilets.
empty your
Yeah.
toilets
Empty your toilets at the
before-
bottom before you come to Ellesmere,
before you
because
come to us, because there aren't any.
there's only a tap at Ellesmere. There's no rubbish. Well, we haven't found the
Well,
rubbish yet. There might be
yeah,
rubbish
there
there.
might be
It
some
says in the
behind
book
the
there is, but I can't
museum.
find it. But there's no Alsan or pump out or anything like that.
No.
And the other thing is, we came down. We've been here about 3 or 4 days now. 3 days. This is our 3rd day.
No, it's the second
It's
day.
not our 2nd day. We spent 2 nights over there, didn't we?
We
No,
spent
spent-
one
oh,
night
okay.
there.
Whatever it is, anyway. We've seen about 3 boats.
Yep.
We've seen 2 boats going in. One of them boats came back out, and another boat came out, and that's it. The whole time we've been here, there's been no boat movement whatsoever. And I don't understand why. People must just go to Chester, go around the town, turn around and go back.
No, I'll tell
'Cause
you what though, I would
and I
say
find that hard to believe.
Yeah, but no, I don't, because if you go and have a look at those staircase locks, they are intimidating.
Yeah, I know.
At 10 metres, that drop
But there
is.
was a lot of boats going up and down the staircase locks.
There wasn't a lot
No,
of
over the time we've been there, there's a lot of boats gone down and come back and come through.
We went
So
down
whether
the
they
first
go
night
go down and use the Alsan and pump out and then come back up, I
because
don't know.
there's nothing in Chester.
No, no, and there's nothing down Ellesmere. But and the thing is, Ellesmere Port, the town itself, isn't amazing. It's not great.
There's not a lot here.
There's not a lot here. There's shops.
There's
stuff.
Cheshire Oaks, if
Yeah,
that's your thing.
Yeah, yeah,
You can moor a bit further down there, and you can literally get on.
yeah. I think you could probably walk to
You
it.
can walk to
Yeah,
it
it's
from
not
there.
our
We
cup
can
of
see
tea.
it from here. we
But
can see the thing.
you've got the Narrowboat Museum down here and the big dock, the Narrowboat dock here as well. Is that what
Oh,
they
we
call
saw
it?
ships.
The port. Yeah, and you got the Manchester Ship Canal where we moored. You can see the Manchester Ship Canal, and if in fact I've got a video of it, and if I can find it, I'll put it in the clip now. And then, like I said, you've got the museum there. You've got loads of stuff there, but nobody seems to want to come down here. It's a shame.
Car park's
You know?
full though. It's just not full of boaters.
Yeah, people come to visit in cars, but they don't come to visit
And
in their
there's
boats.
some-
You know, so
I wouldn't say nice, but there's some secure moorings
yeah,
down the loch. that
in
you
the
can
actual
book.
basin itself, where you can pay to, you know, so
Yeah.
which, and as you're behind a lock gate, I don't mind paying. And while you've paid some more there, you get into the museum free, which ain't a bad thing. I'd also said earlier in the video, I think I said we were going to go back and more at Tatton Hall Marina, weren't we, for the week?
Yeah.
Because we're going home to babysit the kiddies next week. But we're going to moor at Ellesmere instead.
Rather than rushing all the way
Yeah.
back
Yeah,
for Saturday.
that's it.
We just, because the weather's been a bit unsure as well.
Yeah.
And we've not rushed so far.
No.
And why do
No.
it now? So we'll just,
Yeah.
and there's a train station
Yeah, we can get the train home from
within
here as well.
sort of
Yeah.
a 15-minute walk.
Yeah.
So we just need to catch the train from here back to Chester, and then a train from Chester into Birmingham.
And then the only other thing is, this is the end of our adventure.
The end.
This is the end of our summer adventure. Well, it's not the end, but it's the end of the canal. So everywhere when we leave Ellesmere Port now, we're leaving to go home. So we aren't
Yeah.
adventuring anymore.
This is our
Way home.
midway
Yeah.
point then.
Well, no, we've gone past the midway point. The
Oh.
midway point was actually Llangollen Canal. Holiday-wise, time-wise, midway point was
Yeah.
the end of Llangollen.
But in our journey, this is the turning
kind
point
of,
now,
yeah.
isn't it? This
Yeah,
is
we're heading back home now. So when we come back not next week, the week after next, when we come back from babysitting the grandchildren babies, we've got 5 weeks to get back. Because it's August now, isn't it? It's the first week in August now. We'll have a week at home, so when we come back there'll only be a week and a half, 2 weeks in August left. And then you're into September, and then I'm back at work the 1st of October. So we've got 7 weeks at most. I'd like to be home before that, but if I'm not home,
I don't want to go
so
home.
no, I don't want to go home either.
We don't need to go
No.
home.
Well,
Well, we do this week.
yeah. So this is the end of our trip. As
Yeah.
such, it's homeward after this. We're heading home. It's
The
downhill
new
after here.
waters, though, some of the way.
Yeah, there will
for
be
me.
some new waters. Yeah,
You?
yeah, new waters for me as well. Yeah, a lot of new waters. In fact, most of the new waters now are both of us new waters. With every other part of the canal we've travelled
Like fresh
together.
water.
Yeah.
No
So
stinky pennyweed.
yeah,
penny wort.
You don't smell the penny wort. No, it just
Looks
it's
very
just
pretty.
very thick. It mats about that deep.
Look
that
like
thick.
we've got a crocodile chasing us yesterday.
Yeah, proper. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to go back into Ellesmere Port tomorrow. More at the boat.
Yes.
Go home. Babysit your grandchildren. So it'd be nice to go and see them. It'd be nice to see their faces.
We haven't seen them for 2 months.
No, yeah. So we're only back for a week. So
Not in the
it's
flesh
long.
anyway. We've seen them
It's
on
not
video.
long. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, if you did, give us a thumbs up, and as always, comment down below. I do love your comments. Nobody seems to comment anymore, which is a shame. You know,
Because they don't watch it all the way
don't
to
watch
the
the
end.
end to this. No, that's right. They don't watch this crap.
You need
And
to
then-
put it at the beginning.
Yeah.
Please comment.
Please comment at the end. Yeah.
Because
And then,
otherwise he's got nobody to talk to.
That's
So I
right.
try not
Yeah,
to talk
you
to
don't
him.
talk to me.
Try not-
When we turn the camera off, we ignore each other. Yeah, it's great. Bit silent. And then if you're not subscribed, please subscribe down below. Alright, so apart from that, we'll see you on the next video. And we don't know where, because there's no point filming going back through Chester and all that sort of stuff, because you've seen it all. So I think we will do a couple of videos on the way home, because we're going to do the Witcher, not Nantwich Arm. Nantwich Arm, isn't it? Northwich, Nantwich, I don't know, whatever it's called. When we get down towards the Llangollen, I'm going to turn left and go towards Middlewich.
That's what I said
yeah.
in the video.
Yeah,
She's
we're going to do
down
We're going to do the
Middlewich.
Middlewich Arm, and then we're going to go down the Trenton Mersey through the Harecastle Tunnel, and then down through Stoke, and then back on to
You get Lockies
Coventry
to take
Canal.
your boat through the castle.
You can get a taxi over the top. You can walk over the top. I think. I'm sure you can. Somewhere. It's about a 2-mile walk though. It's a long one. You ain't going to take the dogs. Charlie will be alright, but
Take my dogs.
Jazz ain't going to want to walk 2 miles over the top of the hill. And it's over the Pennines as well, so it's over a quite hilly bit.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
You
So
want to go in a black hole.
I'm spending my life trying to get in black holes.
That's another story.
See you on the next video.
See, bye. You and your filth.